The purpose of this tutorial is to explain how we do new student calling. The first thing you're going to want to do is log into your Wildcat connection, into Safari, Staff Safari. Oh, I'll have to log back in here. Student Administration, Advisee Management. Okay, so this gives you the search bar. The next thing you're going to want to do is go to My Computer, G Drive, Academic Services, Registrar Services, Calling Campaigns. And what you'll see here are two folders, one for the new transfer calling campaign, one for the non-registered student calling campaign, which will begin next week. Go to the current quarters folder, open that up, and you'll find an Excel sheet that contains the calling. You'll see that the first tab contains all of the calling, and then each subsequent tab is divided by name. Each one has usually about 100 people that you'll call. Go ahead and make that smaller so that you can use it next to the advisee management. Grab your first person, copy and paste their number, and hit search. What you'll see here is a set of tabs within advisee management. The tabs that we'll be dealing with are the Commons tab, referral tabs, academic interests, and interests and skills. The first thing you want to do is acquaint yourself with the student and their academic interests. The next thing you'll want to do is go back to the new transfer calling, and you will find two documents: Best Practices for New Student Calling and Script for New Student Calling. We'll open both of those. And again, make them smaller so that you can use them while you're calling. Okay. It's important to take a moment and read through best practices for calling new students. In the script, it says, "Hello, my name is Diane Fishel-Hall, calling from Registrar Services at Central Washington University. I'm calling to welcome you to Central and see if you have any questions for us." By doing so, we open up the floor for questions from the student. We'll answer each of their questions in order, and then afterward, ask them if they have any additional questions. Once they have no more questions, that is when we will capture information about their academic interests and their general interests. So looking here, we see that this student has an academic interest of communication studies. So we want to verify that that is still the case. If it's not, we can add or subtract interests, and we can prioritize them here. Once that's taken care of, go to interests and skills. We will not update the skill set because that will be done by academic advising. But we can't update any outside interests, outside from academic interests that they have by clicking the spyglass, the lookup, and it shows you all of the options that we have for their interests. Stay within these options, as these are the ones that will be followed through with other communications. Once that is finished, you'll want to thank them for their time, tell them we're looking forward to them coming to us in the fall. And you'll want to go here after you're done and make the comment about what happened in the conversation. What's also important is that you get the comment code for this call. And you'll see here at the bottom, it says Update New Ellensburg Transfer. You want to make sure that we know that. That's how we know what this interaction had to do with. You'll use this looking glass to find your ID within here. And you also use this looking glass to find the department that you're calling from, which is Reg. Okay. And you'll put in your comments and then insert comment and go to your next person. On your calling sheet, you will also have a legend that tells you of different codes to use with calling that did not result in interaction. So things like wrong numbers, telephone problems, or the sort. We will not be leaving messages with this calling campaign. We want to make sure that we will be calling them back. It's not necessary for us to leave a message where we could accidentally give too much information on the machine and it might be the wrong person. So, in essence, that's how we call new students.